Hello. I am so glad you came to visit. I thought we'd have a cup of coffee together. Here's my cup of coffee. I drink it with a straw. Why do I drink it with a straw? The reason is it doesn't have any sugar in it, and I really don't like it without sugar. So, with drinking it through the straw makes it taste a little better. And that's how I do it, but it can't be hot because you'll burn your tongue. You don't ever want to burn your tongue. And you see people when they burn their tongues, what do they put on it? Sugar. So you don't want to burn your tongue because you don't want to put the sugar on your tongue. Well, today was an okay day at school. It kind of went slow. Did you ever have a day that goes so slow that when you look at the clock you think only a minute has gone by? Well, that's the kind of day we had. And I think that was because we had less children. There's too many sickness going on, I guess, and the kids are catching it. And when they catch it, they don't come to school. And when they don't come to school, my day is not as much fun. But we did sing a song today that the kids really, really, really like. And I want to share it with you. I know singing is probably not my forte, but I will give it a whirl. And it's about a milkshake. And something that we can't drink. But you can drink a little bit of milk. Or just do cream. And all you do is you take a little cream. Or whoops. See, I messed it up already. Because I'm thinking cream. All right. You take a little milk. Now take some milk. And you take a little cream. Get some cream. You stir it all up, and you shake it, and you'll see. Milkshake, milkshake, shake it up, shake it up. See, that's what you end up with, a milkshake. That's all it is, milkshake. Yeah, I know it's not the real thing. I understand it's not as tasty, but you just shake it up and make it a real bubbly, and it's kind of fun. You just sing the song when you're doing it. You just pour a little milk. Now get some milk. Then you pour a little cream. You get some cream. You stir it all up. And you'll shake it and you'll see. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Milkshake, milkshake. Shake it up, shake it up. Yeah, that's all you do. Then you drink it. And it's oh so good. Wasn't that tasty? I think I'll have a little drink of coffee on that one. Let me see. Oh gosh, it's still not good, but it will get better. They say your taste buds change. And things that you didn't like years ago, you might like now. And things that you liked years ago, you might not like anymore. But you won't know until you taste it. I can't wait till spring because this is something I want to try that my parents used to do. When I was growing up, my dad used to go fishing. And when he went fishing, if the fish weren't biting, he used to come home with something. He always came home with something. It might be burdock, if it's in the early spring, or it could be dandelion greens. Dandelion greens are very bitter, but they're very good for you. They cleanse I think it's your liver that they cleanse. But it's a very good dark green. So he would bring it home and we'd sit there and we'd clean the dirt part away and the bad leaves. We'd take it away. And my mother used to cut it up and make a salad out of it. And she used to use vinegar and olive oil. And that was it. And maybe a little salt. Oh, of course, they put salt on it. And then you'd eat it, and we used to make the worst faces because it was bitter. Then my mom would make a froja. Now a froja was eggs and dandelion. But the froja was made with, it could be any green. It could be mustard green, wild mustard greens. Now there's 2 mild mustard greens too. There's a sweet one and there's a bitter one. You don't want the bitter one. You want the sweet one. But anyways, you take the dandelion. We'll go back to the dandelion since I skips all over the place. You go back to the dandelion and you can parboil it or just put it in a little water till it wilts, till it's just kind of, it's kind of wilty and it's limp, you know how wilty is. And then you put it in a frying pan and you scramble up a couple of eggs and you pour the eggs in there and then you let it cook. And you let it cook and cook and cook and cook until the eggs are pretty much done. And then you take a dish, put it on top, flip it over, and slide it back into the frying pan. That way it stays still nice. And then you let it cook on that side. And when it's done, Jake, there's nobody here. My dog thinks somebody's here because I banged the counter. You can't bang anything because he thinks somebody's knocking on the door. Okay, after it's fried, then you slide it into your dish and you eat it. You can put hot sauce on it if you like. I like A1 sauce, not A1 sauce. What am I talking about? I like the red hot sauce, whatever that is, the wing sauce, the stuff that you put on wings. Or I put cayenne pepper on top of my eggs. That is so good with hot stuff. Hot stuff is supposed to rev your metabolism too. That's what they say. I don't know. I eat a lot of hot stuff and it didn't rev it when I was, as I was growing older. It was slowing it down. So, but with the froja was with eggs and any kind of green. And she would call it verdura. So any greens is a verdura. It's like mustard greens. You could do it with mustard greens. You could do it with Swiss chard. Swiss chard is really good. You can grow Swiss chard in your garden, and it grows really easy. It's like growing lettuce. Lettuce is easy to grow too. So you might want to grow some lettuce and Swiss chard, and go pick the dandelions. He used to bring home the real tall-looking dandelion. They were lacier looking than the ones with the yellow flower dandelion, but you can eat those too. Those are good. They're bitter, but maybe I like bitter now. I'm not sure. Well, I guess my coffee's getting cold. Yours is probably getting cold too, because if you're not drinking while I'm talking, it's getting cold. So I'm going to have to microwave it again just to warm it up. And you know what? Before I go, I forgot to tell you who I am again. I am Nona Grace. I keep forgetting to tell you. I keep forgetting to introduce myself. It does say it. I think it says it in my introduction little thing where it says where we're going to chat. Actually, I do all the chatting. You do all the listening. You're a good listener. You really are a good listener. Well, I guess I better say goodbye before that thing says I've been on there too long. Then I have to wait for my husband to help me edit because I can't break it down to 15 minutes. For some reason, the program I use thinks 15 minutes is plenty long enough to listen to me. It probably is plenty long enough. So I will talk to you again real soon. I'm glad you came by for a cup of coffee. I could serve tea next time if you like, but I prefer to have coffee right now. Maybe in the summer we'll have some tea together. I will talk to you then. Bye.